Tarumbeta italia katika anga.
Like this. That is how the trumpet will sound.
So I think the other one I'd want to talk about is one in South Sudan. So South Sudan is okay. It's a beautiful country, guys. It's a beautiful country, and that was just last year.
Yeah.
So I'm traveling to South Sudan, and I think this is very important for you to know as a foreigner if you want to go to South Sudan, as an East African, even as a Kenyan, because I traveled to Juba by road.
So you're driving or you're being driven?
Salsa, you know, first of all, I told you I'm doing programs across the continent.
Yes.
So I was doing some programs in Uganda and now as well as South Sudan. I'm gonna, do that trip together, Uganda and South Sudan. So I tell myself, I'll just take a bus. I finish my programs in Kampala.
Okay.
Yeah. So I tell myself I'm gonna take a bus from Namaiva.
That's in
That is
Uganda.
Kampala. Yes.
Yes.
That is Kampala. That bus park to Juba.
That's supposed to take how many
Buses are
days?
there. No, it's just it should take like a night. Yeah.
So 12 hours.
And the biggest part also is from Uganda to the border. That border between South Sudan and Uganda is called Nimule. On the side of Uganda it's called Elegu. The side of Nini is called Nimule, but it's famously known as Nimule.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I mean, it took a whole night because, there were road closures across Uganda. So from Kampala to Elegu, it took about like a whole night.
Okay. That's 12 hours.
A whole night.
Mulitoka saa ngapi?
It was 9 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Oh, damn. 12
So actually
hours.
12 hours, on the bus, So it was actually very tiresome. And then now we have the other journey now from
Nimule to Juba.
to Juba. That's
Which
where
is-
the story begins.
That's how long is that journey supposed to be?
It's supposed to be shorter. That's why I'm telling you there were road closures in Uganda. So we took long in Uganda.
Ndio nasema sasa ingine okay. Let's just go. So umefika Nimule. So now headed to Juba.
Yeah, so so nimestampiwa. So I've checked out of Uganda. So I'm now seeing South Sudan is in full sight. Bro, there's a whole difference between those two countries. When you're there, you can see it. But it's my 25th country to visit and I'm excited. So I go to the gate. I'm excited. Kuna malori hapo nini. So it's those traditional African borders. It's not a one-stop border post. Africa has adopted that.
Yes.
So ni ile ya kitambo, ile ya you walk into no man's land.
Okay.
You walk into no man's land, you walk until you get to the gate of the other country. So mi natembea, I'm excited. So I get to the gate and there are some women cops there, soldiers. And they tell you, so they just look at me, they say passport. So I brandish my Kenyan passport, bro. I'm seeing people smiling, like they light up. I'm like, why? Kumbe, a Kenyan passport there means money.
Oh.
Yeah, it means money. Those of you who have gone with your Kenyan passport, you have used that road or, you have used that route, So, but me, I don't know that. I really don't know that. So they tell me, you have to pay. I don't know how much. I say, no, I don't need to pay anything. Bro, and I know my rights.
Ooh, you need to know another country, you don't know your rights.
That I know my rights. Bro, you don't go with that kind of, I know my rights. So me, I'm there, I know my rights. No, I don't need to pay anything to enter here. So they're like, what are you talking about? So they tell you need to pay. They were asking for 2,000
Shillings. Kenyan.
No, 2,000 those SSPs.
Oh, hiyo ni pesa ngapi ya Kenya?
SSP, it's actually not much.
Uliamua tu kwa manga.
Hiyo nini? Sasa but I shouldn't pay it. It's just extortion.
Yes.
It's small money. It's 2,000 SSP, South Sudan pound. It's not much. But first of all, I didn't have any South Sudan pounds. By the way, let me say this, guys. If you're going to South Sudan, you're going to South Sudan by road, you need to please get SSP, South Sudan pounds at Elegu before you cross. Or you get into a
check
predicament.
exchange rate.
I'm sure ni kidogo, but the thing is,
The principle
why
of it.
it should not be there. Why are you asking? So me, I'm there with that attitude. No, I shouldn't pay anything. They wakanihanda hapo vibaya sana.
So
Ningapi?
uko serious kuza 2000 SSP ni kitu kama 60 bob ya Kenya.
Yeah, ni kidogo. But
Ungelipa
see
tu.
mimi, I don't know. First of all, I didn't know the exchange rate. I didn't know the exchange rate.
Yes.
And also, I don't have SSPs. You get? I don't have SSP. But anyway, at the end of the day, nitatoa do,
Yes.
Nitatoa. But sasa ilibidi niwapatie 2,000 ya UG, which is also not much. It's like a so.
Oh.
But walinihanda hapo vibaya sana. But I was like, well, hata sijafika immigration. Like, why am I being asked? I never see that in many borders. I've been in very many borders across Africa. I don't see that. Except as Nigeria. That was, yes. I knew it was outright extortion. But here, I didn't know it happens here. We are in East Africa. Like, situko East Africa. Okay. So, wakaniongelesha vibaya, wakaniambia, stupid girl. Asking stupid questions. So, nikatoa tu do, nikawapea. Haya, wakaniambia, so, nikaona, passport yangu sikubeba. Nilibebewa. Haya, tukaenda the next stop, there's another group of people asked for my passport. Sijafika immigration. So I'm like, no, I need to carry my passport. Haya, so wakaniambia, no, madam, let's show you. Do you know, let's show you. Hey, so nikanyamaza. So wakaniambia, we need to see your passport. Do you know walikuwa nakata na passport yangu? And I was going to shout. Because now I had had enough. I'm like, hata sijafika immigration. So then vile waliona ni kama nimekasirika, it's like I'm getting angry, it's like I'm gonna shout. Wakaniambia, no madam, immigration is there, I'll take you and what have you. So one of them took me. Kufika hapo nikaambiwa I need to pay 20,000.
Your SSP?
Yeah.
That's now around 500 shillings. 600.
500, 600, yeah. 2,000 or 30, no, it was 30,000.
Yes.
It was around there.
Yeah.
So remember,
so that's around
first of
30,000, maybe 900 bob.
900 bob.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't know this exchange rate. I really don't know. And
so kisikivu nashtuka
nashtuka, I'm like, why? Tena, I know I should not pay as a Kenyan. I shouldn't pay. Yeah, hata wao, I mean, they're not supposed to pay when they're coming unless you're being extorted.
Yes.
So I'm there. Remember, pia sina do. Sina yo SSP yao. I only have dollars and I have some Uganda money. So niko tu hapo, unajua nikamwambia, no, I am not supposed to pay. Actually, do you charge? He said, yeah, we charge. And it's nikamwambia, no, I spoke to the ambassador and told me I'm not supposed to pay. Of which is true. I talked to the ambassador because I know them. But you know what they told me? I'll never forget. Go talk to that ambassador. Tell them to let you enter the country.
Ooh. Damn.
Maswali majibu zilikuwa deadly we. So for me, I went and started serving the next person. So nikashindwa, what do I do hapa? I need to do something. Na unajua buses pia watu wanapita wambili. Unajua bus itaniacha pia, so I don't have time. So another guy came there, akaona that whole issue alikuwa amesikia ni Uganda. Akaniambia, madam, this is what they do, they ask. Nikaona ametishwa 20k. Nikamwambia, why are you paying? You shouldn't pay. With my Kenyan mindset, Akaniambia, no, here, we shouldn't, but we have to pay. So you need to enter the country, you have to pay. So maybe I can give you the amount they are asking for. When we get there outside, that's the man who helped me. Haya, nikalipa, tukaenda pale, nikachange. Unajua do zao zinakuanga pale just in the open, you know. The forex is just something in the open.
Yes.
Or make a door up or stacking them there. Nikaenda nikachange door. Bro, nilikuwa nimebeba door hivi. Because you know their currency ilikuwa nimebeba door hivi, you know. And that's why everybody, you are working with like bundles, yeah. So haya, sasa issue tumepita issue mo, then nikamfanya mistake. Hapana, wacha nisiseme hiyo.
Mistake gani sasa?
Wacha nisiseme hiyo. I want to go to South Sudan again. But let me just say this, never take a photo at the border.
Ooh,
Let me just say that because I know what I know.
Also wanafikiria you want to report them or something.
Yeah, you know me as a content creator, so what am I doing? So I'm taking photos, like, hey guys, because I'm gonna do like content, say, hey guys, so this is where I entered, nini. But I deleted. Where?
Walikuja.
Bro, it's a soldier with a rifle and what telling you?
Delete that, ama they want to take your phone. Hey, okay, let me just say, guys, never do that, yeah? So, and anyway, I've been to borders, but I don't know how I missed that, Haya, kwenda tu kidogo. We are stopped and you find a lot of soldiers wameketi chini ya mti. Mnasimama hapo. Sasa ndio mtoe do.
if you have a foreigner kwanza Kenyan passport wanafurahia sana. Mnaambia mwende hapo mnatoa another 20 kgs. Okay yao. Hiyo ulisema ni 6. Lazima mtoe. Haya tukaenda place nyingine hapo bado tukaambiwa tukatoa. Haya mkipita huku hivi huku sasa simko ndani na huko. Alafu by the ilikuwa time ya war. By the time I went, that was April or end of March 2025, ilikuwa time ya war. So all of this time you are having we are seeing a lot of troops kwa hiyo barabara. In fact tulikaa sana because there were a lot of troops, magari manini, hizi magari za war nini, a lot of them. So that's why tulika kwa hiyo barabara sana kwa sasa driver hataki kuzipita, you know. Hata yeye tulika sana kwa hiyo barabara to be, it was a very tiresome journey. Haya sasa huku kwa on the road sides mnaona wase mimi sijui kama ni soldiers wa gava ama ni hata sijui kama ni nani, but they are there and they have na basi inasimama, they are brandishing, lazima wapewe do. And they are armed. Some of them don't even have uniform but they are armed. Along the, so to be honest it was my first time, it was scary. So nilikuwa najaribu kuongea nao wase inakuanga hivi, wananiambia inakuanga hivi, they are used, I'm saying guy. So haya tukaenda place nyingine bado tukaambiwa sisi wote tutoke, if you are a foreigner mnaenda kulipia sijui nini pale. Yani tulitoa place kama 3 hivi. Unatoka unaenda unapeana passport yako na unatoa do. Like that journey you need to have about 70 SSP ama about 100 SSP itaendea tu. Hiyo ni kama
around 100,000 SSP.
Yeah,
that's like 3k.
Yeah, itaishi hapo.
Okay.
Okay. And unless you have escort ya makarao, if you are on public transport, haya alafu tufike Juba. Kufika Juba pia unaona kutoka nini hiyo bus park inaitangwa. Hiyo bus park kuna jina. I'm forgetting the name of that bus park. Yes. But it's a main bus park there, it's known kufika hapo.
How the roads in Juba? I'm assuming ni rough road.
You know, I know my South Sudanese friends are listening.
South Sudan wanajoga, si kaa Kenya, we respect them. We understand this is not the civilians problem, it's the leaders. Because I see those fancy cars za leaders kikuja huko, even si Lamborghini za SSD Lamborghini. Urus nishaiona. So you know it's not the people, it's the leaders. So the leaders car, the people can't blame you.
Sasa wewe story ya barabara.
So kuna barabara basically. Kama Kenya in the siku za Moi.
Barabara, let me tell you, it's very, very, very rough. You will only find a good road once you go to enter Juba. Huku ingine is a lot, there are a lot of potholes, you know.
But at least kuna lami, ni vile ni potholes.
Yeah.
Ni rough.
No, some places hakuna. Some places hakuna. Some places utaona iko but imebit tu kabisa. But sasa ukienda kuingia Juba sasa unaona sasa hapa kuna lami.
Na dere wenyu ni Mganda ama alikuwa SSD?
Sasa ni Mganda. Sasa unajua wamezoeana na au nini cause wanawaletea sisi na sisi tumebeba do. Unaona? Na hata hawa wenye wako huku watakwambia we are just guard. Na kwanza acha nikwambie, unaona hiyo basi? Hiyo basi pale Nimle. Ina escort yangu na nini na soldiers wawili armed. Yeah. Na hata ikitoka Juba, you have to be escorted by 2 of them armed.
Wako ndani.
Anything can happen, yeah. Because anything can happen.
Wako ndani ya basi.
Wako ndani ya basi. Na mnawalipa. And that's public transport. That's for any kind of transport. Hata kama uko na personal, you need that. Na kama hauna bro.
Wow. Hiyo umenikumbusha hata kuna besti yangu fulani wa Juba. I've not talked to him for some time. Hata Konene, najua mwaka ni mpya lakini injili ni ile ile Lemfi. So kama uko US, uko UK, uko Canada ama uko the UAE na unataka kutuma do Kenya, baki umechangamka, ingia Lemfi, utabaki umepata the most competitive rates. Lakini apart from that, on your first transaction ya $100 or more utapata $20 sign up reward. So unangoja nini? Baki umechangamka, chap ingia Lemfi. Lemfi, international payments for everyone. Konene tabonga naye. So mshafika
sasa ndio nakwambia tumefika kwa hiyo nini, kwa hiyo bus park.
Yes.
Hiyo bus park yao bro, hiyo jina inapotea. Kufika hapo pia I had to pay. Ndio nitoke kwa hiyo bus park. I paid.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, what is, I had to pay. Now tukatoka sasa. Now this is the other thing guys you need to know. You need to know that ukiingia South Sudan watakupatia kama 2 days 3 days depending with what you've come to do. And you need to check that. most people wanafikiria it's the usual 30 days, you know, because wao wakikaa Kenya wanapewa 30 days.
Kule unapatiwa?
Ai, nilipewa 3 days. Actually it was written in hours, 72 hours. That's what was stamped there.
So hiyo ni kama ile inaitangwa nini, ile 72 hours. Na hii 72 hours inamaanisha lazima uko umefika ile border within that 72 hours. Border exit.
Yeah. Hata nilicut short my trips, my programs. I had to cut them short because I was like, na nilifikiria tu niangalia hiyo usiku nikakai 72 hours. So I called my host and told them, look, our programs, can we move them up? Can we move them up to tomorrow? Everything tomorrow. And the following day I leave. That's what I did.
Oh, so this time you can live through the same border, but different one.
Kwani kuna ingine niyo tu.
This kunafaa kuna border yao na Kenya. Ama you're going back to Uganda still?
Sasa no, I have to where? Hey. Huko kuna barabara huko kwenye unasema. Kutoka Juba kwenda kwa hiyo barabara, kwa hiyo border.
Ya Kenya. Ni worse.
Hapana, and it's very far. So I'd rather just Nimule. And Nimule is the main one. Yeah, that's the main one. Bro, afadhali uko Uganda. Wewe fika tu Uganda. Kama uko Uganda ni kama uko Kenya. Yeah. Juu tena uende ufike hiyo border inaitangwa aje?
Gani ya Kenya?
There are several of them. Yeah, the border between South Sudan, and there are several of them. I don't know why I'm forgetting these names right now, but the best one is Nimule. Once you're in Uganda, nilifika Uganda, when I was coming back, nilifika Uganda, nikasema, thank you, Jesus. It's because it's like, I feel like I'm home, like I'm in Kenya, you know? Because even going back, you got the same places and you are extorted. You have to be extorted again. You have to pay. So sahi nikajanjaruka. Nikajanjaruka. So, you know, I have observed, kuna wase wengine, tuisi wote tukivumburushwa tutoke nje, tukalipe pale, kuna wase hawakukuwa wanatoka, walikuwa wamewekwa na dere. Unajua dere? Kama umeongea na yeye, maybe, I don't know why, but walikuwa na dere. So driver alikuwa anasema, I have, you know, I'm with them, you know, they are my people. So hawakuwa anaulizwa. So mimi nikirudi, nikasema no.
Nitasema niko na dere.
So na nilikuwa nimesimama, nilikuwa nimekaa place, at least kiti nilipewa it was seat number 11, iko tu karibu. So ile time wase walitoka wote, wametolewa wote, mimi nikajifanya tu. Tena nilikuwa naongea na mzee fulani hapo Msudo. Alikuwa hapa he was speaking Arabic na hiyo lugha yao Dinka, na mimi naongea English, najifanya tunapiga story na yeye hapa. You know, hawakuniambia nitoke. So sikulipa. So nikaona wengine wote kila mtu alilipa. So every place nilikuwa najifanya tunachapa story na yeye, wanafikiria maybe is my father or something, hata kama hata hatufanani, but sikuulizwa. Sikuulizwa until sasa kufika pale, sasa kufika tena Nimle. Sasa hiyo ni noma ingine. Ukishuka tu hivi umengojewa na nini, nao ma soldiers, let a passport. I'm like, no, I'll carry my passport. Bring your passport. Unapeana. Inapeanwa kama umeifuata. Unaambiwa, no madam, when you go there they're going to charge you that you have to pay to leave the country.
Damn.
Yeah. And even, by the way, I was told, because I did that story on my TikTok, I was told even if you're living by air, they still extort people unless maybe unajulikana, maybe a certain big person somewhere, anakujua, they still extort even there. But sasa hapo I was told, madam, if you go there they're going to charge you, is it 40 or 50? But here we'll charge you that 20. So tena I was only remaining with 15,000 SSP. Now that's, I think I had some dollars. So only 15,000 SSP. Hapa wamenitisha 20 ama 25 around there. So nikamwambia no, you know, unajua bado najifanya mjanja. Nikamwambia no, I don't want, for me I'll just go inside. So they gave me back my passport. They tell you see what happens there. And I saw what happened. They were right. They were right. Afadhali tu ningewapatia waniprocessie.
Niko na happen?
Because going inside I was asked for 50. Yeah, I was asked for 50. Na sasa kara wako hapo hata, you know, ni kara uizi niko na yeye, you know. So nilikaa hapo, by the way, because unajua sasa nashindwa nitatoka nje nikachange tu. Ama nirudi niwaambie, but I only have 15,000 SSP hapa. So nikanego na huyu msee hapa, I found somebody there who helped me. Nikanego na yeye akakubali 30. So I got somebody who helped me with the akaniongezea 15,000 so that tukipita ile side elegu I give it. Yeah, that's what happened. Sasa ngoja, si amenisaidia kutoka hapa kwa gate lazima ulipe pia. So umelipa immigration ukastampiwa. Haya, something else happened there nitakwambia. Haya, sinishatoka immigration na amenipatia passport. Haya, kufika pale kwa gate lazima ulipe. Unaona huo mse ana those soldiers at the gate lazima uwalipe pia. Na huwezi toka. Hauwezi toka kabla hujawalipa. So ikabidi sasa mse bado anisaidia na dhao 2 ya Uganda hivi tukateta akasema pana dhao 5 ya Uganda which is like 200 around there.
Yes.
Yeah, tuliwalipa dhao 5 ya UG. So mse I had to vile tulifika ile side so I changed money and I sorted him. Haya, sasa nifike hii side nifike pale kwa immigration ya Uganda naenda kuingia and I realize I don't have my passport.
Kumeisahau?
Hapana, sijasahau, siwezi sahau passport. He gave me the wrong passport. That officer mwenye alikuwa ananitisha hiyo 50k, he gave me the wrong passport. Unajua nilikaa hapo tukinego sana. So watu wanakaa wanaenda, watu
wanakaa. Your passport ya the wrong person?
Yeah.
So you have to go back.
Sasa unarudi aje?
So kasimama hapo kungoja huo mtu.
So unangoja and then but there was a certain Kenya lady kitu ikaniambia it's this lady, she was called Yvonne. Because nilikuwa naona hii passport ni chafu. Mi yangu ni safi because I just renewed my passport. Nikasema how come I didn't check venye nilipewa pale because I wouldn't think anaweza fanya that mistake. So I never checked. So naenda kuangalia naona Yvonne. I'm not Yvonne. Tena naangalia juu it's a bit old, yeah? So nashindwa what do I do? So this lady nilikuwa nikafikiria it could be because I could see the name is Kenyan, the second name is Kenyan, eh? So nikasema okay maybe it's that girl. Alikuwa kwa hiyo gari and she was light. So nikashindwa nitamtoa wapi. Na niliona akipita, alinipita hapo tukinego na hiyo officer. So nikashindwa nitamtoa wapi. So kama tumesimama hapo I don't know what to do. Nikafikiria let me go to the bathroom. Kwenda to the bathroom, I found her there. So alikuwa ashamaliziwa ashastampiwa. Nikamwambia hey, how are you Yvonne? Usema yeah, I'm Yvonne. Do you have your passport? Akaniambia yeah, I have my passport. Just check what the passport you have. She had my passport. So nikamwambia now how do I go there? How do I enter there? Just give me my... Akaniambia no, now you have to go because now I can't go back. So mi nilienda carrying her passport kama nimeshikilia mala hivi because wakajua I'm taking the wrong passport. You know, I'd be taken in. So I was extra nice to this officer. How are you and all that. Do you know she didn't notice? She just stamped. But can you see, this officer was South Sudan was only concentrating on the money. Yani alikuwa na a stack of money there. But he didn't care who he's giving passport or who he's not giving passport. Again, guys, ukipewa passport yako in some of these places, please check it your passport. Ama you find yourself in a predicament because kama angekuwa ameenda.
Damn.
At least nimeingia Uganda, I can use my ID, but I've just lost my passport.
Okay. Well, so how do you do an event after such an ordeal?
So in that country, you know what? I know the issues in African countries is really about the leaders. I think you are very right. Eh?
Yes.
So I'm passionate and I know there is hope. I know there is hope for Kenya. There is hope for South Sudan. So I can't say that, I'll not go back and do an event in this country. I'll not do that. I'll not say that. Because I have hope. And then the youth, we have our members there as well. In Juba, by the way, they really took care of me. By the way, let me say this, guys. Juba is so beautiful. Juba is so beautiful. I know there are some issues here and there. Even in Kenya, we have those kind of issues. It's not like Kati, we also have those issues.
Yes.
But I have hope that things will get better. Yeah, and so I'm looking forward into even doing more events. But now maybe this time I'll go by here because, hey, I don't think I have the patience to go through that, what I went through on that route. But at least for you, if you want to travel by road, and by the way, let me say, since I gave that story, because I did a whole series of it on TikTok, I found so many people, so many East Africans, even Kenyans who want to go to Juba writing to me, Ikoaji, how is it? Nini, how do I? And I tell them, and yeah. Now they know and they appreciate now, but at least you know what to expect. If you go by air, for you, I hope you don't have any of those experiences. Damn. Now, let me tell you, Mwafrika, this is what I realized. I saw so many South Sudanese commenting and saying, what do you mean? We get treated worse in Kenya. Yeah.
At the border, they say we are extorted. Actually, well, they even say they should have extorted you more. They only asked for 30,000. They should have asked you for 100,000 or even 500,000.
Oh,
Imagine, because they are really extorted in Kenya. And I was telling, but guys, you don't talk. If you don't talk, we don't know. So I was telling the officer, if you come to Kenya, you see that officer, the lady was so rude at me when I was entering South Sudan. And I was telling her, if you come to Kenya, we can't treat you like this. And people are telling me, what do you mean? You guys treat us like... So they were saying they go through this every day here in Kenya, and they can't speak up because now, I mean, you're here, you see?
Oh, but at least tunaweza jitetea tuseme the probability of them immigrating huko ni higher than sisi kuimmigrate kwao.
Sasa unaona, that's why I think mostly they don't speak up even when they are extorted and they go through all of this in Kenya. They told me like what I went through is even nothing. You shouldn't even talk about it. Why are you even making it a big deal? Bro, there was a lot of tongue lashing. I was really, really... They were even wondering if that's a story to talk about.
Oh.
Because they have gone through worse in Kenya. Yeah, which is really wrong. South Sudanese poleni sana haki.
Okay. Well, okay.